Happy Wednesday, everybody. Thank you so much for downloading or streaming the Be Our Guest podcast. Hope you're having a great week. Thank you for joining us. Today, Ricky and Scott join me, and we have a great listener question show planned for you. We get a great question about planning your week during the busy Halloween season down at Walt Disney World and help this listener plan their days so that they can navigate around Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. We also talk about the Beak and Barrel reservations that are supposed to take place this evening at 7 o'clock Eastern p.m. And then we have a great discussion about when the ideal ADR time would be if Disney blew the system up and started over. We talk about Blue Bayou reservations for 2 out at Disneyland and much more. Even a great discussion on a family that has been on over 900 days at sea with Disney Cruise Line. Would that be too much for you? Don't forget, today's show brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel. We'd love to help you plan your next Disney adventure for no additional cost to you. Check out all the details today over at themagicforless.com. Please also use our Amazon affiliate link when you shop online. That one extra click supports everything we do throughout the year. It's beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. And thank you so very much to our Patreon supporters. You're the all-stars that keep us on the air. So a huge thank you to each and every one of you. You can support us as well, just $5 a month. And for that support, you get a bonus show called Mike in the Midwest. Come over this week. We'd sure love to have you. Patreon.com/BeOurGuestPodcast.
Ready to take a trip to the world? You found the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. This is where your memories come front and center on our podcast stage.
Welcome to episode 2748 of the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. I'm your host, Mike Rallman from BeOurGuestPodcast.com and one of the senior agents over at the Magic for Less Travel. Happy Wednesday to you. Hope you're having a great week. So glad you're here as we tackle some of your listener questions with the best team on the planet, Scotty G and Ricky. Of course, Pam is part of that team, but she is down. You know, you got to go to Walt Disney World to stay in touch with all the happenings. She's down there celebrating Halloween already in the heat of Central Florida, which we talked about on Sunday night's live call-in show. But we're here today in our temperature-controlled studios scattered around the country, and we're going to talk some Disney. So joining us today for Must-See Adventures up in Michigan, where I'm sure it's very comfortable this time of year, Scotty G. What's up, Scott?
Happy Wednesday. It was actually kind of warm. It's 85 degrees right now, but it feels kind of hot. Like when I left my cold office today, like I was instantly just like sweating when I hit the parking lot. But I'm not mad about it because I want to soak up as much summertime left as I can. But yeah, just enjoying the week so far, off to a good start, and yeah, ready to answer some listener questions.
2 days, right? 2 days?
Yeah, 2 days. I was going to talk
time.
about it on Friday's
Okay.
episode, but yeah, 2 days.
That's
oh
right.
boy,
We'll get there.
we're hanging in there. We're
hanging.
hanging in there so far this week, but we'll see how I'm doing on Friday.
All righty. And also joining us, we have Ricky. She's from, I almost said, I thought you almost gave you the Pam. I said co-owner. I was giving you the co-owner of DisneyWorldAfterAll.com. But you're not the co-owner. You're the full owner. And
I'm the full owner of a DisneyWorldAfterAll.com. Yeah.
You have the whole thing. I was like, she's not the co-owner. She's got the whole dang thing. It's Ricky.
sure
From,
do.
and also, well, you're not the owner of the Mouse for Less. That's Pam and a bunch of
No.
other people.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Yeah.
you she's not here. You run the show. So there you go. She's away. The mice will play.
Shh, don't tell.
I know.
Don't tell.
Nobody let her listen to the show. What's up, Ricky? Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. Yeah, I'm actually going to be in your neck of the woods. So, Mr. Rallman.
Are you going to be in St. Louis or Jeff City? Where are you going to be? Central Bell?
Well,
or-
it's going to be a 50-50 split. So, yeah, I'll be like cruising through St. Louis, and then I will be on my way to Jeff City, and then we're coming back. We're gonna hit up the zoo on Friday because I really want to take Lucy to the zoo.
Let's be clear, because in my world, the zoo is in Columbia, Missouri.
Yeah, no, I
Okay.
mean the actual zoo with
With
like
animals.
lions and tigers and bears. Yeah,
okay.
that one.
Okay. I just like the
it-
tigers. That's the only one I
yeah.
prefer. Okay.
Yeah, I want to take Lucy to the actual zoo because the St. Louis Zoo is the best zoo in the country, and it is one of my favorite places in the entire world. And I really want her to see the amazing zoo there. I mean, they have polar bears and penguins and the ape house, and it's such a great place, and I miss it so much. And it's actually where Brian and I had our second date. So
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
that's kind of a nice little tie there too. So we're gonna go to the zoo, and then we have to go back down to Jefferson City, have dinner with his family, extended family. Lucy gets to hang out with all her cousins and stuff like that. So it's gonna be a quick trip though, because we'll be back on Saturday. So but it'll be. Now, the part that I'm more concerned about is we're flying in, and so we're flying with the 2-year-old, which makes me very nervous because I haven't flown with a 2-year-old. So, and she's a very active 2-year-old. So I'm not looking forward to this at all. I'm flying with a dog too. The dog I'm not worried about.
You're flying with both? Oh my gosh, I'm glad I'm not on that flight. So if you're on a flight from Atlanta to STL, do not. I would not want to be on that flight.
The dog is drugged. She's fine. So yeah.
It's also so ugly it's cute. But go ahead.
Yes, she is so ugly that it's cute. Yes, but yeah. So we're bringing the dog and the 2-year-old on the plane. Please pray for me now.
I'm praying for Brian as well. Yes.
Yes, we need all the prayers in the world.
Which I do often, yes.
I've literally been stressing out about this flight for a year, and that's no joke. I've actually been stressing out about this flight because I've known for a year that we were going to do this, and I just need to breathe.
You'll make it. It's not that far. It's like halfway to Florida for me, so you're good. Real quick, did you know your friend Stephanie was on the show Monday?
Stephanie... Oh God!
I didn't ask her last name. But
Stephanie Mera. Well, that was her.
She was in your car in driver's ed.
Yes, Stephanie Mera, but that's her maiden name. I don't remember what her married name is now, but yes, Stephanie Mera. Yes. Yeah, that's awesome. Yay!
Yeah, we're talking driver's ed stories on Monday's show.
Yeah, we definitely did driver's ed together. That's one thing. Like, obviously they don't do anymore, but when we were in high school, we took driver's ed while we were in high school, and it was like a high school class that we took.
Right.
And
at the same high school. So who was your driver's ed teacher? Do you remember who drove the car?
I don't remember. No, I don't. I really don't remember. I don't.
Yeah, left a great impression with you.
I know.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let's get to the Disney talk. I just wondered because your friend was on the show on Monday. We talked some Hazelwood Central members. We talked about going across the Alton Bridge. How scary that was.
That's cool. Yeah, the Alton Bridge is something.
It's definitely something. All right. And also, we'll talk about this on Friday. We saw something in the Discord about cruising in a family who had been on the cruise ship so many times. You got to go to the Disney Cruise Line channel. It's been the talk of the day, and it still boggles my mind. Scott, you saw that, right? What was
my God. It's all I keep thinking about.
So just for cruise fans, you got to go over to the Discord, brguestpodcast.com/clubhouse. Go into the Disney Cruise Line channel. What was the real quick? Was it like how many cruises have they been on?
I think it was 125 cruises since like 2003 or something, maybe like that.
And they listed them all on their door. That's how we saw this.
They listed all of them on the door, and there's so many like back-to-backs. And I think there was one stretch where they did 31 straight nights. And it sounds awesome, right? My first thought was like the cost, the time off.
Yes.
So they must be like retired or something.
Yeah.
All I could think of. But then it's like, would you get burned out on the cruise food after a while?
Ooh.
Like I would get burned out on cruise food.
I get
after
that.
like 31 days. But maybe like if you're going to cool ports though, you're just eating at port.
That's true. That's true.
So it just depends on where you're going, I think. But 929 days, 155 cruises. And that was the best thing too, Mike. They had all their futures on there too.
Yes.
Awesome.
So just think about how many like placeholders. Like I would love to be their travel agent if I was a travel agent.
Right.
My God.
Right. Chances are they probably are a travel agent, I would guess.
Yeah.
I mean, when I saw this, I would guess they probably own an agency.
They're probably a Florida resident.
Yeah. I would, if I had to guess, they probably own a travel agency. They probably work from the ship. That was my first
thought. Yeah, that
makes
sense.
That was my first thought because it's easy to do. 900. So like you said, Jason came through 929 days. The dude is a numbers machine. 155 cruises because they had basically like I put magnets on my door. I'm like a kindergartner, right? I decorate my door like coloring in with Crayola. These people had a spreadsheet, like it looked like Excel, on the door. And so then the discussion immediately, because with the Discord, you hear all the boom, 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 boop, 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 boop. When people are posting, I'm like, what's going on? Like, did Disney drop it? Something happened? Like, what's going? No, but it was all this discussion, like, and it was that, and it was a great discussion because like Dennis, who's a big, he helps everybody out in the channel. Like, would you get burned out on? Because a lot of them are Bahamian and Caribbean cruises, which means you'd be going to Nassau and all these ports, Cozumel, Grand Cayman, Jamaica, St. Thomas, because there's only like 5 or 6 destinations you would hit over and over. There's only so many things you could do in those ports. So yeah, I mean, I mean, I wouldn't get burned out. I guess I would though. Like after a little bit, that's excessive. I think. I mean, I love cruising. I love cruising. But I mean, I don't know, man. That might even push my limits. I was trying to think. I want to see other places.
It might push my limits too. It's just. That is a whole lot of cruising, but I love the staff. I love being taken care of. Like you hear about people like retiring on cruise ships, right? And that's kind of what that sounded like to me a little bit. But what was one of the craziest things to me in all those stats is that I don't have a single cruise that I've taken that overlapped with that family. I've never cruised with that person
That's crazy.
before. Like you would think like the odds would be pretty good. Like they've done 155 cruises, and I'm about to have my 10th year coming up. And not a single one was on the same one as them.
And I think we saw listener KC in there is going to be on a future cruise with them, and he said find him and invite him for a drink and have a conversation. I would love to find out what the story is with that family because that's pretty cool. That couple, I think it is. All right, let's get to the email here, and we have a question from Zach who is in North Carolina. So stick with me. This one's like 3 paragraphs. I have a question that I need your insight on. Here's some background info to set the context for the question. Context is key, he says. My wife and I are headed down to Walt Disney World the second week of September for a stay with our 3 children, 7-year-old daughter, soon to be 3-year-old daughter, and a 10-month-old son. We're staying at Port Orleans French Quarter. My wife and I have done Disney numerous times with our oldest daughter. We were annual pass holders for some years prior to 2021, but our last trip was almost 4 years ago with only 1 kid. We're very excited to return and have been catching up on a lot that has changed with Lightning Lane and the new rides, shows that are now available. We're planning for 4 park days without the park hopper, but getting Lightning Lane, both Magic Kingdom days, along with single rider Tron and Guardians, because we've not done either of those. With that being said, we plan on arriving on Sunday and enjoying our day at the resort. Our park days are going to be Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. We're going to take a rest, pool, resort hopping day on Wednesday. We will visit 3 parks on this trip: Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Magic Kingdom twice. Our plans are set with Thursday visiting Magic Kingdom because we have our little boy's first haircut reserved for the Harmony Barbershop Thursday at 11 o'clock a.m. We're going to close out our trip on Friday at Hollywood Studios to avoid the Magic Kingdom party night and Epcot weekend crowd. Now we finally get to the question. I had to set the scene, he says. On Monday and Tuesday of our trip, which parks should we do on that day? I have always heard to avoid the Magic Kingdom on Mondays because everyone wants to start their vacation at the Magic Kingdom. We could go to Epcot on the Monday and Magic Kingdom on the Tuesday. However, there is a Halloween party on that Tuesday night, and we would have to leave the Magic Kingdom by 6, and that would leave us only one night, Thursday, to watch Happily Ever After and the new parade. On the positive side, though, I have heard the crowds for the Magic Kingdom on the party days are very low compared to non-party days. There seems to be positives and negatives for either of these scenarios, and I'm wondering what you all would recommend. Thanks for any advice you have. P.S. Any other recommendations for must-dos for us who haven't been since January 2022? To give you an idea of how long ago that was, masks were still required indoors. Thanks, Zach in North Carolina. All right, so good background there, and it gives a lot of context. So, Ricky, let's throw it to you first. What would you say? Great questions, though, about... Well, okay, so he wants to know, like, what where to go to the Magic Kingdom. You got the party happening, Epcot. Mm-hmm. Good considerations. I like that he has a lot of it set, though. What do you think?
Very good considerations. And these are all things that would go through my head, too, of, oh, okay, well, this is the reason to go to the Magic Kingdom this day versus this is the reason to go to the Magic Kingdom this day. And so I totally see where he's coming from. However, for me, What I would probably end up doing is I would want my kids' first visit, and this is what I did with Lucy too. It didn't matter. I wanted their first visit to be a Magic Kingdom. So even though it may be a little bit busier at the Magic Kingdom that Monday, I would still absolutely do the Magic Kingdom that Monday. I think that's going to be a better choice overall. There may be the crowds may be just a touch busier, but it's not going to be terribly busier. And I think that that's just the way. That's the way to start the vacation for sure. I think that having the longer day at the Magic Kingdom without having to leave at 6 o'clock is going to be key as well. I think you'd regret, having to leave at 6 on that day. Just knowing that you wouldn't be able to go to any other park too. So having the option of doing Epcot on that Tuesday, I think is going to be the better option overall. So I'm going to say do Magic Kingdom on the Monday and do Epcot on the Tuesday. And that's probably that's definitely how I would handle it myself if it was my trip.
I think she won me over with that logic. What do you say, Scott?
I already wrote Monday equals Magic Kingdom for me on my note here, and I mean that was a good reasoning. I had a different reasoning. It's just I like variety, and that would be like if you went on Tuesday, it'd be back to back like park days.
Yeah,
there.
I get that too.
I understand like you have like your Wednesday is gonna be like a resort hopping day and all that, but then like if you go to Magic Kingdom on Tuesday, then you're going again on a Thursday with no other park in between. So I like that switching it up every other day is a different park thing. So that's another vote for me for Monday there as well.
That's a good reason too, actually. I didn't think of that, but I really like that idea as well. Is you don't necessarily want to do a back-to-back day. I mean, technically, you're right. The Wednesday is a break, but still, it's still back-to-back. So I agree with that too.
Well, also, if you go the day where there's not a party, you're increasing your chances with bad weather in September that you could see the parade twice if there's a storm that evening. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're only betting one time if you have bad weather in the evening that you could miss Starlight and the fireworks. So that increases, it doubles your chances to,
And we know those storms in September they come in the evening a lot. So that's definitely something to consider as well.
And the thing is, I would say it's September. The difference in the crowds is probably negligible.
Exactly.
I don't think you would really notice it. And this year, to be honest, the crowds in the theme parks this year are not what they've been like maybe 5 years ago. Probably on your last trip. Your last trip, it was probably more noticeable than probably it is this year. It hasn't been as noticeable in the crowds.
Especially because of the revenge travel back when he went the last time. That was such a huge thing. And so, and it's definitely tapered off this year for sure. So I think either way, it's going to be a noticeable drop in attendance either way, whether, he goes on the Monday or the Tuesday. But I think the Magic Kingdom on Monday, you've got to do it. You've got to. It's your kid's her first time there. You got to do it. And my kid's first, Lucy's first ride was at the Small World. That's why I made sure that was her first ride. I wanted it to be something classic.
Yeah, and on a side note, that the haircut at the Harmony Barbershop, chef's kiss on that. That's going to be
absolutely
awesome memory.
I've done that with Lucy. That was, again, one of the things that I made sure. She didn't have long hair at the time, but I was like, look, I'm making sure that we do this. I'm getting her haircut on Main Street USA at the Harmony Barbershop. First haircut. Don't care. I'm doing this anyway. So I found a reservation, and it was at Christmas, and I said, that's what we're doing. So, I good job on getting that reservation too, because that's not an easy reservation to get for sure. And if you are looking to get a first haircut on Main Street USA, a little tip is if you can't make a reservation, just go to the Harmony Barbershop and ask very nicely, do they have any walk-ups available for that day? You may get lucky. A lot of times you can, and they may have an availability for you. So
Scott and I have both done that.
Yeah. You can do that as adults too. Yeah.
Another tip for Zach, they were just asking for other suggestions too. Just if you listen to the BR Guys podcast, this is gonna be my answer. But you're staying at French Quarter, you gotta get some beignets.
Yes. Oh yes,
hands down, get some beignets.
Right now they have the cookies and cream ones.
Look at that. You got specialty beignets over there, and just I don't know what your resort hopping plan was, but you are close to Disney Springs there. Even if you don't want to spend a lot of time shopping or going there, just take a ride on the Sasagula on that Wednesday if you can. Probably a top 3 ride in all of Walt Disney World. That ride on the Sasagula from French Quarter, so nice.
Especially early evening, like around, like I'd say, like hop at like 7 to 7:30, like around dusk. Dude, that is one of the
romantic.
most. That's what, yeah, it is. It's one of the most underrated like attractions. I mean, honest to God, like I love the Sassagoula like pontoon boat ride more than almost anything. It's like long, it's chill. The captains are awesome. They play like a little good music. It's just
The music,
great scene.
yes.
Spanish
The music is
moss,
so good.
Spanish moss everywhere. I love Spanish moss. It's the best.
I think I told the story once where like it was just me and Liz on there once at night, and like the guy just like was like the captain was so cool like with us. He was just so chill, like acting like it was like a private date for us, like on the Sassagoula. It was
Nice.
a very romantic
cool.
moment. He had the good music going on that
Oh,
night.
it's so good. We're busting out the good playlist. He's like, this one only comes out on special occasions. Cast compliment, please. All right, we have another question from Alice Knievel down in Alice K says down in Austin, Texas. Hey, BOGP team, I listen to your podcast during my work day. Learned so much from your team. Thank you for the hard work. Hope to join the crew on a BOGP cruise someday. Look at that. Awesome. I got my BOGP cruise hoodie on today from Cruise 6. Let's see. Quick question. When the Starlight Parade debuted at Walt Disney World, the buzz was that it would be offered nightly, except for evenings with Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. I have a trip upcoming that I'm looking to book September 12th through the 16th. I noticed on the park calendar that there are not dates listed for the Starlight Parade. Is that on hold until after the holidays? Thank you in advance, Alice. This came in just today. So this is a hot. So the Starlight Parade's going every day, right? Except for the Halloween parties?
Every day except for the Halloween parties. And it's going twice a day, the 9 and 11 o'clock. So you are still good. Yeah, they're still running it.
All right. I think
That was an easy one.
That was an easy one. I'm looking at the next question, but I think we tackled that one already. Yes, we talked about Boulder Ridge and swimming in February. I just didn't delete that one, so we're good there. All right.
Well, here's a funny question in the chat.
Oh, well, we'll do it. All right. Because we gotta help, right? Well, because it would happen today as this comes out.
It
right?
would.
Tonight.
It would happen today.
Tonight.
So let's go for it. We got to throw out the mojo into the universe for Sean over on Facebook. Will Beak and Barrel reservations actually happen this week?
Today.
Tonight.
Today.
Well, so it's supposed to be. Isn't it supposed to be 7 o'clock Eastern?
It's
PM.
7 Eastern
PM, isn't
PM.
it? PM. What's up
Yes.
with PM? I love
Well,
this idea. We should.
I think
try
it's a great
this.
idea too. I think that the system got entirely overloaded, which we all know Disney's systems are just notoriously awful in the first place. I don't know how you manage to screw up every time you have a launch, basically. But somehow Disney does it. So yeah, I think that changing it to PM is a genius move on their part. I actually like it better than like the 12 p.m. drop that they've done for some things. And I think that the 7 p.m. drop is a really genius move because you've got so many less people who are going to be trying to clog the system with trying to make their actual reservations, which is good because then that gives them the opportunity to hopefully get the reservations for people who are not looking for Beak and Barrel and who are just logging on to get their reservations.
It's just
for
so
the day
funny how you
done.
just said Beak and Barrel. That just sounds like such a dumb name when you say it like that. I get that it meets like the whole theme of the place. Like it's, but when you like in isolation, that sounds just like a dumb name. Like it just Beak and Barrel.
Beak and Barrel.
I mean, it sounds like you're gonna
I
go there and buy housewares, or like you can go in there to buy like a colander or something, a calendar, whatever you do for your spaghetti. I don't know.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. But I'm happy with the 7 p.m. drop. I doubt that I'll be able, because actually that, I'll be in St. Louis at the time, so I'll be hanging out with friends. So like, I probably won't be able to get one now, but I wouldn't have been able to get one anyway that day. So I'm not really that, hard pressed for it. I'll find one eventually. Somebody will drop a reservation at some point and I'll get one. That's kind of my theory with GO82 at some point too. I haven't gotten there yet, but like someday somebody will drop one and I'll be able to get there. So
we had folks in the clubhouse. They got into GO82 both days this past weekend because it's walked up. Like
see, I should have tried the walk up.
Yeah.
I didn't try that. I just did the app, but I'll try walk up next time. See if that works. Yeah.
Just, say Pam Forrester. It helps. No. So real quick. Okay, let's talk about this for a second. 7 p.m. reservations. I mean, obviously they're toying with this. This is how my brain works. And I know, Scott, we have like, we share a brain, I swear, like 90% of the time. There's a room somewhere. I don't know if it's in California, if it's in Florida. I don't know where this room is. Whether it's in like Omaha, Nebraska, and it's like some secret fortress that Disney has, like that they do these things. Who knows? It could be in Fargo, North Dakota. Who knows? But they have this room with all the executives that are making all these decisions. Half of them are bad, half of them are good. And somebody stands up at a meeting with this big whiteboard. They're like, I have an idea. Let's do it at 7 p.m. And they're like, we've never done that before. We always do them at 6 a.m. And somebody's like, darn it, we're going to try it. And like, they're going to do this tonight. And I mean, could they not just make all ADRs at 7 p.m.? Like, people are awake then, what, Scott,
That's
is
the
this
thing.
a better
I think it's
idea?
because people are awake. I think they're finally considering like West Coast people.
Yes,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
more convenient for everybody. I mean, think about 6
so much more
a.m. on the
convenient.
East Coast, dude. That is terrible.
But
for
they're
people on
not
the
thinking
West
about
Coast.
UK people. They're not really thinking about them with that. So it's so hard to please, but I think they're
Maybe
finally
they should do a
considering
3 p.m. drop. 3 p.m. sounds good. Yeah.
There you go. No, I think they're considering like our West Coast friends that like to travel out to Florida. I think it's kind of what they're shooting for here, honestly. Because that's a brutal wake up time.
Oh, it's terrible.
When you're out there when you're 3 hours behind.
Yeah.
But I like the idea of it. It's just gonna be, it's kind of weird, right? Like you're having dinner and you're like, I don't know, like you're thinking
gotta
like,
make
oh yeah, I
reservations.
should probably go make this reservation now or something. I don't know. Like your brain is wired a certain way as a Disney fan, and now like so many people are gonna have all these reminders on their phone for 7 p.m. now. It's gonna feel weird. I'm very curious to watch it later today. On Wednesday,
Because
see how it
everybody
goes.
will be able to watch this unfold, right? Because
Yeah.
it's like, okay, so it'll be like 6 o'clock for me, dude. I'll be like just fiddling through my phone. I'm always fiddling on my phone around 6 o'clock Central. Like it's prime fiddle, death scrolling for me. And most of the country will be on their phones around that time. You know what I'm saying? Like most of the world's asleep or getting ready for work at 6 a.m. Eastern. Like this is gonna like unfold in real time.
It is, and it could be a disaster because there are so many people awake at that time.
Yes.
Then it's gonna be interesting to watch. Not gonna lie. But my thoughts are, there are gonna be a handful of people who are gonna wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning and be like,
Oh yeah.
Beak and Barrel's not open.
No,
and,
that'll be good.
Yeah, it's gonna be so many
That's
people.
why you
that
listen
are
to
gonna,
our
they're
show.
gonna
People were
complain.
priming you. We're like the pre-show. We're getting you.
I know,
we're,
right?
We're like we're getting you ready. We're okay.
getting
But I
ready.
mean, okay. Think about this though. Okay, Cruise Line does their online check-in at midnight Eastern, right? Okay, so that's their thing.
Torturous.
Okay, so what is if Disney asked you like, what's the ideal time? We're gonna blow everything up and start over. When do you make ADRs? Like, what's the ideal time for everybody to make it fair for Mohawk? He's getting ready to do his ADRs. Like everybody, Ireland, somebody that's in Australia,
It's
Japan.
interesting.
It's hard. There's no ideal time.
Because Run Disney does 10 a.m. Eastern time.
Okay, yeah, exactly. Now we got,
Is that
where
the
we
right?
got
Is
all
that the
these
right
times?
time?
Where does that come from? I know, seriously. Like, where? I didn't even think about that.
That's a West Coast thing. It's a West Coast thing. I'm pretty sure is the Run
Yeah.
Disney thing.
Like, is 3 p.m. the right time? I mean, you're done with lunch.
Like
at,
Apple, Apple starts selling their stuff at like I think it's like midnight Cupertino time or something.
It is. So it's like 3 a.m. for me.
Yeah, because like when they do their pre-sales and stuff, like it's whack. Okay, so Scott, when would you put ADRs ideally, like for everybody?
Ideally, I would do 12 p.m. Eastern time.
Ooh, lunchtime. Interesting.
Because then it's like 9 a.m. out west. If you're not many people Hawaii are booking, I feel like Walt Disney World trips, but then it's 6 a.m. out there at least. But then it's like 6 p.m. in the UK. I feel it's like that central good time. I like 12 p.m. Eastern.
All right.
What'd you do?
Okay.
Because then it's like then it's kind of like the lunchtime, right? So like you could like if you're Eastern, which I think a lot of the Eastern people like are.
There's a lot.
are
I mean,
traveling
that
there.
is the most populated time zone.
That's
You
why I
gotta
would think too. So
favor
it's
that,
lunchtime, right? So like you're not, maybe you don't have any work meetings at that time, or it's easier to get away from a work meeting at 12 on Tuesday or whatever. I don't know. I think that time just works.
I think Scott just sold me. So I
don't know.
think
I
yeah,
just don't know
12.
what you would do. This is
12
good.
p.m. I really was joking, but I thought the 3 p.m. time slot was actually not the worst. But I think Scott may have sold me on that 12 noon. I mean, the only thing is people might be upset that they have to do it on their lunch hour. But I mean, you're gonna make people upset anyway, no matter what time.
But
you
I'd
do
rather
it. So,
do that than like have to like block a meeting, on my
True.
calendar.
Yeah, exactly. So nobody books anything. Yeah. Okay, all right. I'm sold on that 12 p.m.
But then Mike has to do it at 11, so then he's got to book a time, or someone in Colorado's got to book a time at a time. I mean, it's impossible like to please everybody.
True.
But that's why I'm going with noon. I'm going straight down the middle of the day at noon.
You won me over. I like noon.
Oh, I'm glad, Ricky. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I mean, the 6 a.m. keeps everybody, nobody's working at that time. I'm trying to think of how it is now, right? Nobody's working. I mean, people are always working, right? I mean, it's a 24-hour cycle. Somebody's working. And people in Europe are working, obviously. It's during the workday for them. Yeah, it's super. Yeah, because the world has changed so much in the past. This has been that way for 20 years. The 7 p.m. thing intrigues me tonight. Because it is totally a test, and I'm glad that they are trying it. And they're trying it on a very limited scale with basically just a little lounge,
well, not so little. I mean,
it's not a big venue. I mean, it's going to be popular, but I like that they're throwing this out there.
It's like Trader Sam's in Anaheim, kind of is what it feels like.
Yeah, but it can't have that. I mean, there can't be that many slots. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be like, boom, it's going to be gone.
There are 2 rooms though, so I don't know how much space they have, for the 2 rooms though. So I
love this kind of stuff. I love seeing how things like this unfold. Like, this is my jam. This is why I like Walt Disney. This is the stuff I like. As much as riding rides, I like seeing how this stuff works.
I thought I read somewhere or saw someone like on Twitter or something. Did like some people actually get through and get a reservation?
I don't think so.
Okay, I thought I saw someone post.
No, I don't think anybody. I don't think anybody got reservations.
I think it was Hey that chicken.
There you go.
Maybe. All right, here's a question from Eric and the crew in Long Island. Hey, Mike, my family and I are long-term fans of the podcast, but have never written in before. We have a trip scheduled for the first 10 days of August and have a Magic Kingdom dessert party for Friday, August 8th. Oops.
This is an old one.
Let's just, we have one coming up. We're just going to go with this. We'll do this for next year. I think this was next year, 2026, actually. Yes, it is. It's a pre-party, which typically begins 1.5 hours before the fireworks. They haven't announced times for Starlight Parade yet. Frustrating. I know, it's weird that they haven't done any of this, but we're going to roll with it. But assuming there's a parade at 9 p.m. and fireworks are at 10, what are the chances of being able to see the Starlight Parade from the dessert party at the Tomorrowland Terrace? Any inside information on anything they're doing for people at the dessert party? Like cordoning off a viewing area for the parade viewing as well. We have 5 children, ages almost 16 all the way down to almost 3. So we prefer not to stick around till 11 for the later parade for a better view of Starlight. We appreciate that you might not know the answer yet, given all this is so new, but any educated guesses that you have for how this is going to play out? If not, can we watch the parade from the dessert party seating? Keep up the great work, Eric. Sorry, Eric, we missed this one, but we'll give you a better answer now because we know. So, but I mean, okay, say you're watching. Okay, so I just did that dessert party up at the Tomorrowland Terrace with Pam last month. That's not a great place to watch the parade.
No, it is not.
You can't see it from there. There's no way. You'd have to leave and go out and get a spot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they don't have like a spot cordoned off for you to go for the parade. Obviously, they have one for the fireworks, but it depends if they were doing the pre-party one, so they would be going out to the hub to see the fireworks, but they're not gonna traipse you out there early so you can see the parade too. So because you're gonna be eating at that time. So yeah, you'd have to see the second one in that instance because you're not gonna be able to see that first one for sure. Like there's the viewing is not gonna be there.
So what would you do, Scott? I mean, he's got like 5 kids. I mean, so yeah, that's because obviously enjoy the dessert party. He's obviously.
I know you want to enjoy the kind of, but like 11 o'clock is late, for those to get like 5 kids. Like I'm sure a couple of them will have the energy, but then what if 1 or 2 of them like want to go back to the resort? That's that's a tough situation, to like stretch it out to 11. I guess just like feed them a bunch of sugar from the dessert party, right? Get them amped up, and then boom, get your spot for the 11 o'clock parade, right, Mike?
Yeah, that's
Just get them loaded up
Well,
with the sugar.
Go all the way to the beginning of Main Street at that point, so that way when the parade is over, you can cut out, because that would be the easiest thing to do. I think at that point, like you go to just that main section right by the train station. That's where I ended up watching the parade from, and we were able to cut out immediately, and that's what I would do. Yeah.
all right. We have a question from Justin, our good buddy over on Facebook. Hey, BOGP. If I add on 2 park days on the front of my cruise, I was told that they have to be park hoppers to be part of a package. Is that true? I don't think they don't necessarily have to be hoppers. You could always make a ticket a base ticket or a hopper. Let me see if I read this right. If I add on 2 park days on the front of my cruise, I was told they have to be park hoppers to be part of a package. Oh, they don't. So if you have, I'm just trying to, this is
Unless,
hard.
is there some sort of like offer that they're trying to take advantage of, that you have to have 2 days of park tickets and they have to be park hoppers? Like
So-
to
Well, I mean, the only thing I know of, and I mean, I do this every day, is that to make a package, you have to have a minimum of a 2-day ticket. You cannot add a 1-day ticket. You have to add a minimum of a 2-day ticket, but you're allowed to add a 2-day base ticket. You don't have to add a park hopper. You can add a 2-day, 1 park per day ticket. It doesn't have to be a hopper. But the one thing I'll say about the cruise thing, and we've said this a million times, I wish they would add an option for people that are doing cruises that would cover a ticket that would let you do like days pre and post cruise. Like your ticket basically times out while you're on your cruise a lot of times. Like if you want to add like a 4-day ticket and then you go on a 5-day cruise.
That's why I have an annual pass.
I know, same.
That's
But
the only reason. That's like 80% of the reason why I have an annual pass is because of that reason.
I understand that, like, it's like Apple and Steve Jobs came back and he's like, we have too many SKUs. Like we have too many different kinds of computers. We're going to nail it down to like, X amount of computers. It makes it more efficient. But, Disney doesn't want to have all these different kinds of tickets, but that one would make sense. Like they're going to have so many different cruise ships in the next 5 years. Like they have like 13 cruise ships. Like there's going to be a lot of people taking cruises, and there's going to be a lot of people sailing out of Canaveral and Fort Lauderdale that are going to tag on Walt Disney World trips. They're going to need this SKU. You know what I'm saying? Like there's going to need to be like a Magic Your Way plus cruise ticket that would make sense for people that it covers, doesn't time out.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, Mike, or it's going to be people going to Orlando's airport right after their cruise, and like that's lost money right there.
That's true.
When they rather have them stay a couple more nights over the weekend, but now that I can't buy, I think they're losing money by
100% agree. Personally. I mean, it just makes sense. You want to keep them there. It's just. He says, let's see, you got more information. No special offer involved. You just wanted a 2-day ticket, no park hopper, but I was told that I couldn't do a 2. Yeah, you should be able to do a 2-day base ticket. That should always be an option. So check on that. Octavio, and he says, anyone from the BOG pod attending DCA for Oogie Boogie this year? I wish I was, because man, I've seen pictures already and it looks awesome, but I am not. I won't be out there till the races in January. Can't wait.
I have no trips planned as of right now, but possibly beginning of 2026, maybe. We'll see. I haven't made any official plans, but I might take my mom.
Yeah, I need to figure out when our 70th trip is going to be, because I had to see the 70th.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So,
and my dad's been going to California a little bit. He's got a friend out there, and from his last time I picked him up, he's like, so Scott, when are you going back out to Anaheim? Like now he's so interested because he goes out there often. So
there you go.
He wants to spend another day at Disneyland with me.
That was awesome. That was fun. All right, last question from Natalie over on Instagram. Headed to Disneyland in October. Try to get reservations to Blue Bayou, but it sold out as I was clicking on time slots. Any chance we could walk up, just the two of us?
The two of
Grover
us.
Cleveland. Is it Grover? No, it's Grover Washington. I was about to say Grover Cleveland. He was a pitcher for the Cardinals and I think a president. I mean, there's always a chance for walk-ups, right? I mean, there's a chance.
And there's always a chance that there's a cancellation that day. And just keep checking the app. You never know.
And when it's two of you, I think your odds are a little bit better when there's than 7 of you. So
correct. Also true.
And so worth it. And that brings us.
I love me some Blue Bayou. I love the like just the theming of that restaurant. It's so nice.
Some people, I hear people that hate on Blue Bayou sometimes.
I don't care for the food. I just
maybe
like
it's you. Maybe it's you.
I don't like eating there. I just like
Maybe
it.
it's Scott that hates on Blue Bayou.
I just like I like the history of it. I love that you're in pirates. I love the darkness. But the food, it could be a little bit better.
You don't like the Monte Cristo?
I don't think they have it anymore.
I think they do.
Yeah. What, Ricky? They have to have the Monte Cristo Blue Bayou.
Hang on.
That's their signature thing.
I think it used to be. I think they took it off the menu.
Stop.
Now I want to
Stop.
I'm
Stop.
I'm not lying. I really think they took it off the menu. Okay, Octavio says it's on the menu. I want to double check.
Octavio, she's lying. We're gonna stay on the air because I'm trying to finish the show, but I'm just gonna. It's got to be there because there would be pitchforks. You're gonna say they don't have those little cookies at the Harbor Galley?
I don't know if I don't think that it is on the dinner menu.
Wait, what?
Just saying. Yeah. Because it's because they're doing like a prefix thing for the 70th right now, and that's not part of the prefix. So maybe when they're done with the prefix, it will be back, would be my guess. But right now it's not because they're doing a prefix menu.
Stock down.
So I was right.
No, it's on the lunch menu.
Okay, it's on the lunch menu.
It's on the lunch menu, but not the dinner menu.
Well, I eat dinner so early, so it's okay. Because I'm an old person, so I'd be eating dinner at like lunch shift. So there's your hot tip though. So if you want the Monte Cristo, go after the lunch ADRs. And so that brings us to Friday's podcast. It's going to be a stretch. So you got to hang out because it's going to be fun. Because if you need your Monte Cristo fix, you go to Cheddar's. That's why I go to Cheddar's to get my Monte Cristo.
Yeah,
and Octavio does too. Why are you trying to make me sad on a Wednesday?
Sorry.
It's not good. We're not trying to make you sad. We're trying to always make you happy here on the Be Our Guest podcast. So go get lunch at Blue Bayou. And Natalie, I think you'll get in and get a Monte Cristo and a Hurricane. You know what? You can get it at Cafe Orleans. That's what I had. Is it on the menu for dinner at Cafe Orleans? Check.
It
real
should
quick.
be.
Now I gotta
Cafe Orleans has like 2 things on their menu.
No, we're trying to end the show, but we just got to give you a little.
Now I got to do
update.
research.
Okay,
hold on.
Hang
Let me research this.
Scott, how's life, Scott? What's going on?
No, but
I need some Harbor Galley.
Not to rant
cookies.
again, but I think Cafe Orleans, like, it's kind of disappointing menu too, because it's like 2 or 3 food items and that's it.
But if you got
There's
the right
5.
things, I eat the same thing every day. Like Monday's Taco Bell for me. It doesn't bother me. Like I go to Cafe
That's how
Orleans
that's how Rose and Crown is now too. There's like 4 things on the menu. It's
that's
weird.
true.
That is very true for Rose and Crown. Yes, that's 100% true.
They do have the Monte Cristo on the menu for lunch, and it looks like for dinner for Cafe Orleans. Yes. So there you go. They have a triple cheese one.
Cool. Stock up.
Oh gosh, a triple cheese one. That's where I'm at.
Wait,
Let's
a triple
go.
cheese Monte Cristo?
Yes.
What's that about?
That's just like a grilled. That's just a grilled cheese sandwich.
I'm here for it. Let's go. It's like a grilled French toast cheese sandwich. Brie, Swiss, and mozzarella with seasonal preserves. Let's go.
I can't stock up it anymore. That's pretty good. And then you go next door and get that beignet that's got the pulled pork on it. Oh my gosh. Why would you ever leave New Orleans Square at Disneyland? Never. And then you go to Harbor Galley and get the cookies.
The cookies, yeah.
Oh, dude.
And you can go get beignets.
Oh, yes. Well, you get the beignet with the pulled pork in between.
Oh, well, yeah, but you can get the Mickey Mouse beignet.
Mickey beignets in
that's
the market. Yeah.
Dude,
You gotta get
New
that,
Orleans Square.
And the
Holy
mint julep.
smokes. Yeah, the mint julep. Oh my gosh.
Holy cow, though! Look at this, though. I mean, I know about to close out, but I'm still on the Blue Bayou menu. So there's this brewery I like out there that they have. Where I was just looking at it. Where did it go? Oh, it's gone now. But it was like a $18 beer. This is how much the beer cost at Blue Bayou, and it just really threw me off. Yeah, the Karl Strauss beer, the IPA is $17.25.
Is that a lot?
Bayou.
I mean, you got the $28 old fashioned at GO82. I don't know. Everything's kind of thrown off kilter for me now. I don't drink beer.
I think for a beer, man, a $17. That's like going to like the ball game. That's like that's kind of crazy. I think. if you ask me.
I don't drink beer. I don't know.
That price just threw me off.
That's a little bit a lot for a beer.
I know we're off the rails now at the end of this episode. We didn't have any listener questions today. Though,
we didn't. We needed more. So if you have a question, Mike@BRGuestPodcast.com. We'd really appreciate it. All right. We haven't needed questions in years, so we need them. All right. Don't forget, today's show brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel. We'd love to help you get to your favorite Disney destination this week. Just swing by themagicforless.com, fill out that free no obligation quote form. We'll take it from there. No additional cost to you. So check out all the details again today over at themagicforless.com. Please also use our Amazon affiliate link. It's brguestpodcast.com/Amazon. Just click through there. Anytime you do that online shopping, it supports the show with every purchase. So thank you so much for that. You can also support us on Patreon. It's $5 a month. And for that support, you get a bonus show every week called Mike in the Midwest. And thank you to everybody who supports us over there. You guys are our all-stars. Thank you so much for that. Again, just go over to patreon.com/beourguestpodcast and get in on the fun this week. All right, let's see. Join us in the clubhouse. Now, that's free for everybody. It's our little community. It's so much fun. We have just a ton of fun 24/7 over there. beourguestpodcast.com/clubhouse. It's our Discord server. It is like a message board live chat thing. Seriously, you got to be there. Join us this week again, beourguestpodcast.com/clubhouse. And join us on the socials at beourguestmike is where you'll find me. Twitter, Instagram, and Threads. Scott for Scott, same locations. Ricky Nibs for Ricky, RIKKINIBS. Check out Scott on his YouTube channel. Must See Adventures. Scott, what's happening on the channel this week real quick?
Yeah, we're at Kualoa Ranch. Very cool spot. If you ever want to know what it's like to be in the movies, so we do a UTV ride through like Jurassic Park mountains, 51st day to Y50 Lost. It's just a cool experience. And then we end out. It's our last night at Alani. We end it with the sunset sailing. Yacht rock, baby. It's a fun episode. I told Mike it was like my Academy Award winning episode with the music, the narration, the editing. I mean, they're always good. They're all good episodes.
Yes. But this is the one. This is the one you submit to the Academy.
Yeah, because it's like kind of like the final episode, So it was a good one. But yeah, like and subscribe. Must See Adventures. Check out all the Hawaii episodes. They're a lot of fun.
And I never thought we'd get 50 first dates on the show. So nice.
There we go.
Done. There you go.
I like it.
I try.
Ricky, what's happening on your socials?
So since I'm traveling this week, probably not a whole lot. There probably won't be a video this week for my mini-sodes, but I will humbly ask that you follow me on social media at Disney World. After all, I've got my YouTube channel, I've got TikTok, I've got Instagram. And then, Facebook, I also have a page as well. So I humbly ask this week while I probably take the week off. You never know, though. I may end up doing something on the road, but we'll see what ends up happening. If Disney announces something this week, I may have to quickly come up with something, maybe put my earbuds in and record that way. But yeah, for right now, I don't have anything planned or scheduled. So if you would follow me and subscribe to my channels on, like I said, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, that would be very, very appreciated.
Ricky, here's how I need to give you consulting on your social media. Dude, you have gold right there. You're flying on an airplane with a 2-year-old and a Chihuahua. Dude.
I am, but unfortunately not to a Disney destination.
You have way better stuff than Scott and I have. We've been doing this for 18 years. We've been doing this podcast, 2,800 episodes. You got the potential to be like a billionaire, like a Chihuahua and a 2-year-old on a Southwest Airlines flight coming out of the Southeast. Come on,
this
now.
is true. Yes.
To St. Louis. I mean, on top of that, oh my God, that's gold. I mean, you got the potential for gold.
You never know what I can come up with while I'm on the
plane.
road.
That's you got a 98% chance at gold. A Chihuahua and a 2-year-old on a Southwest flight coming to St. Louis. Come on,
me
gold.
tearing my hair out and not having any hair left.
Dude, just have that thing rolling the whole time. Gold, I'm telling you. Anyway,
just do a YouTube live the entire way through the airport. Me having a meltdown, the kid having a meltdown, the dog barking at random strangers.
The baggage area at Lambert with a Chihuahua and a 2-year-old. Just me by myself at the baggage area at Lambert for Southwest. Dude, I about to have a meltdown every single time just trying to get my bags and get on the bus.
The Alamo.
Yes. For real. You got gold. I'm telling you, gold. Seriously, just record. That's all you got to do. Period.
I'll at least have tips for people on how to travel with a 2-year-old at that point.
You don't even need tips.
And
We just need meltdowns. That's then the
Oh,
dog with
you'll
his
get
and
meltdowns, I
that
can
crazy looking
guarantee
dog.
you.
Like, I get that.
One or more of us will have a meltdown. I can guarantee the 2-year-old will have one.
Anyway,
Now, if I have one, there's a 50-50 shot at this point. So
just keep it rolling. All right, we're out of here. We'll be back on Friday. It's going to be a fun show. All right, so for Ricky and Scott, I'm Mike. Wishing you a great Wednesday. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you real soon.
You've been listening to the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. If you have questions, comments, or would like to be a guest on the show, please visit our website at beourguestpodcast.com. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you real soon.